In today's video, we're talking about Section 8 cuts, why families are losing vouchers, taxpayers are frustrated, and why the program has people so divided.
No. She says we have 24 hours. I don't know, because Section 8 didn't pay this month or last month. You guys, my landlord just showed up to our house, our trailer, okay? And told me that we have 24 hours to move. 24 hours, not even 24 hours. She's giving me till 4 o'clock tomorrow to be out. Me and my 6 kids, because Section 8 didn't pay our rent this month. And then when she went to go look back, because they didn't pay this last month, she realized they haven't paid in 3 months. And you're just now telling me? Just now. She doesn't even have an eviction on paper. She's threatening to turn off the utilities if we're not gone by tomorrow. Where the hell am I gonna go with 6 kids? Where? Because anywhere I go, I'm gonna need first and last month's rent. And then she expects me to come up with almost $4,000 in back rent because Section 8 decided they weren't gonna pay my rent. This is bullshit. What kind of rights do I have? She can't do this to us. Where are we going this month?
So guess what? We gonna be the ones walking around in the grocery store with the big baskets. Cause we deserve it. All these years, they've been letting people with no job. They walking around with 2-3 baskets full of groceries, and us hard-working people, we got a little handheld basket with 2-3 items in there. Cause that's all we have left out of our check. And they sitting around getting fat food, eating lobsters and shrimp and crabs and all this other good food, and we can't even eat that. And we the ones going to work.
Hey guys, yes, it's true that the White House is proposing to eliminate the Section 8 voucher program. And what they want to do is basically put a time limit, which is a 2-year time limit on all able-bodied citizens. So if you're able-bodied, meaning that you're not a veteran, you're not disabled, you're not elderly. If you're able-bodied and can work, and you're going to have a 2-year time. That's what they're proposing, a 2-year time limit, and there's no more Section 8.
What makes you think that people who get Section 8 and food stamps right now don't already work? And why they got to be lazy? That's not true. That is definitely not always the case.
I don't understand, why do people get off on seeing other people miserable or their lives kind of like falling apart a little bit?
We've been hearing a whole lot about cuts to food stamps and cuts to Medicaid. We are all thinking about the people that receive the benefits, but nobody is talking about the hospitals, the doctors, and the grocery stores that receive their share of over $900 billion in revenue from these programs.
Y'all, please tell me y'all seen that lady on TikTok, the Caucasian lady talking about the food stamps, crying because the food stamp office cut. She got cut off of food stamps, $4,000 of food stamps, cut off her Section 8. Her Section 8, I think she was paying like $86 or something a month. She got like 6 or 7 kids. She gets Social Security. She get welfare. She gets everything. Y'all, she's on there crying because they cut her off of everything and they told her that she's going to have to get a job. Y'all, and that's not even the bad part. The bad part is like, she's capably able, like she's able to work. Like, she's like, I can't work. And then she paused and she was like, well, I can work, but I don't want. What am I going to do? I told y'all before, and TikTok fact checked me and say I was lying about President Trump said he was going to stop the food stamps. What am I going to do? I told y'all they was going to stop Section 8. I told y'all they was going to stop Section 8, housing, food stamps. What am I going to do? I ain't going to have my Section 8. I ain't going to have my food stamps. What am I going to do, y'all? And TikTok fact checked me and said I was lying, and I told y'all they was going to cut the food stamps off. What am I going to do? I'm not going to have my food stamps. What am I going to do? I'm not going to be able to get my $0 I get a month in my food stamps. What am I going to do? I'm not going to be able to get my $0 that I get a month in food stamps. What am I going to do?
The government is cutting food stamps for some people. Oh, I know y'all mad about this. The handouts are coming to an end. So if you have no dependents, you're not getting food stamps in some counties. I don't know if this is the whole United States, but I know in Georgia they're cutting food stamps. Wow, about time. It is about time y'all start stepping up and snatching back food stamps from all these freeloaders. And trust me, there's plenty of people out there that have abused the hell out of the food stamp system. My goodness, it is about time that they are getting rid of food stamps, get rid of Section 8, get rid of EBT cards, get rid of child support, get rid of it all. All of it needs to go. It's about time we stop handing all these women all this free money. Send their ass to work.
Let me educate you dumb motherfuckers when it comes to Section 8. For a person that used to be on Section 8. Section 8 goes according to your income. So stop motherfuckers saying that these people's out here paying $2 a month, $80 a month. No, the they not. If you are working and you are a full-time worker, Section 8 is taking 30% of your income. I know this because I used to be on Section 8. I was paying over $1,200 a month because of my income. You motherfuckers hit Section 8 and just sweeping down these mothers ain't got shit going for themselves. They paying $5 a month. Y'all don't know a motherfucking thing. And as far as people with food stamps, it's a lot of motherfucking people out here that's on food stamps that's working a full-time job. Why is y'all so worried about what the other people got going on? They're paying in their taxes too to receive them motherfucking food stamps. It is so many people on this internet hollering about, yeah, now they get their lazy ass up. Who the said that they wasn't up already? Who the said that they wasn't up? You motherfuckers get on here putting your 2 cents and shit and don't know a motherfucking thing.
Now listen here. I was really had no problems helping the people on public assistance. I didn't have no problem until this. I'm scrolling this damn TikTok here, and I see people bragging about being on EBT, housing, that they ain't got to pay nothing. They got 4 and 5 bedroom house. Bragging. They look like they was able-bodied people that could get up there and get them a job. That's what they look like. They bragging about their kids eating lobster, shrimp on EBT. I worked 40 years to help pay into this system. My tax dollars take care of a lot of you people on this EBT, food stamps and everything, just as well as the other people who work. They tax dollars, and this ain't got nothing to do with politics right now. Nothing. I learned you don't ever depend on the government. That's what I learned growing up. I don't know who taught you that being on welfare as a job is a full-time job, but you getting ready to FAFO find out. I feel sorry for you and your babies. I don't know what made you think that the government was supposed to take care of you and your babies. The government didn't have these children, you did. If you teaching your children to live off the government, then the whole generation's gonna be screwed. Your whole generation. Cause that ain't what we do. We don't depend on nobody to take care of us. You better rethink how you living. You better rethink about life, because this is finna get real bad for you people. I don't care if you're a Trump supporter or not. If you think you entitled to be on government assistance and you able-bodied to get out there and get you a job, you know the Trump got one for you at the white farmers. That's next. So I'm going to give you some advice from rich auntie energy. I'm gonna give you a little advice, cause see, I'm gonna tell you something. I know what it's like when you work for what you want. I got everything I want and need.
Here's the bottom line. Section 8 was created to help people in hard times, but over the years, it turned into something else. People stayed for decades. Others found loopholes to get in, and now taxpayers are fed up. And honestly, they got a point. On the other side, not everybody abusing the system. There's single moms, disabled people, vets. Folks who really need the help. The problem comes down to when people are freeloaders, they come in the system and ruin it. Everybody ends up paying the price. So if you're on Section 8, don't assume it's going to always be there. These cuts are happening now, and more are coming. You better have a plan B. And if you're tired of footing the bill, you're not alone. That frustration is exactly why these cuts is here. We see it all in the comments. People are just tired of paying other people's rent. I'm Tiffany Rose. I'm out.